Hello, this is Chetan Narula reporting for Cricket World for the final time in this long 2016-17 season. We've had 17 tests that India have played, starting from Antigua in the West Indies, and today it has finally come to an end with a 2-1 series win over Australia. And just recounting what India have done this season, they've beaten West Indies 2-0, they've beaten New Zealand 3-0, they've beaten England 4-0, and now they've beaten Australia 2-1, unbeaten through this 2016-17 season, winning seven of their last test series and unbeaten for 8, a run that stretches back to 2015 when they toured Bangladesh. And really, it's a story that has seen India rise to the top of the Test rankings. They were presented with the ICC Mace today at the end of a play, which didn't take long. Let's just recap about what's happened today. India was set 106 for victory in the fourth innings. Let's just recap as to what happened in this Test match. Australia won the toss, scored 300 runs in their first innings. Steve Smith with another century, with his third 100 of the series. He's finished with 499, 20th Test 100 of his career, and 7 in the last 8 tests against Australia. So a brilliant output for the Australian captain. Sadly enough, there have not been other batsmen to support him enough. Peter Hanscom has shown some resilience, Matt Renshaw has shown some resilience, Matthew Wade down the order has shown some resilience, but none of them have really gone on to score those big runs and really prop Australia up. As such, 300 on this pitch didn't really cut it. Kuldeep Yadav, the debutant, took 4 wickets and really bamboozled Australia. Of course, all of this was in the absence of Virat Kohli, who could not play because he did not recover quickly enough from the shoulder injury that he had sustained in Ranchi. Ajinkya Rahane leading the side. India responded with 332. Australian pacers bowled brilliantly in the morning session of day 2, and then Nathan Lyon taking 5 wickets, the second 5-wicket haul in this series for him. And India were restricted, but Ravindra Jadeja scoring a half century on the day 3 morning and helped take India to 332. Meanwhile, Australia, they were bowled out for 137 runs in their second innings, and if the Australian bowlers were bowling very, very well, the pacers in fact, well, India also had great pacers in Umesh Yadav and Bhuvneshwar Kumar and really bamboozled again Australia. The only difference was that this time the Indian attack also had some high quality spinners, and there was really no serious resistance to the Indian bowling. And once Steve Smith played on, trying to go for a pull, he just played on and was bowled. After that, there was really nothing left in the Australian lineup. Glenn Maxwell scored 45 runs, but that was not going to be enough at all. So 137, that's what Australia finished with in their second innings, leaving a 106 run target because of the 32 run lead that India had, and India chased it relatively easily. Ajinkya Rahane scoring 38 this morning, coming out with some attacking strokes, pull shots, cover drives, cut strokes, and at the other end we had Lokesh Rahul, who scored yet another half century, 6th half century in 7 innings in this series. He's been very, very consistent, albeit he's thrown away his wicket at different points in time, but he has been very, very consistent, so there's no denying that. So end result, again, India have regained the Border Gavaskar Trophy with a 2-1 series win, and like I said, they are unbeaten through this home season. Let's just recount what have been the highlights of this series. Pune Test match, obviously a weary pitch, Australia winning. They did score 500 runs in 2 innings in that Test match, and Australia and India were bowled out. Steve O'Keefe doing the damage in both innings. Then Nathan Lyon picking up a 5 in Bangalore. The first innings, India again getting out for a low score, but they came back and won that Test match as one of the greatest Test matches of all time. Third Test match, it was a bit of a grinding game. Steve Smith with another 100, Cheteshwar Pujara with a double 100. What a grind, what an epic grind that was, batting for 11 hours in Ranchi. And then again, this game where everything was turning at every possible juncture. The pacers, the spinners, the batsmen, they all had a merry time on this pitch in Dharamshala. What also was a highlight of this series was the bad blood between the two sides. A lot of disharmony between the players on both sides. There were so many incidents. In Pune, there was a lot of chatter. In Bangalore, it all erupted with that DRS gate, with Steve Smith looking at the dressing room and referring for a DRS referral. In fact, but apart from that, if you look at that, how the series has progressed, it's been very, very competitive. Both these set of players have always given us thrilling cricket, and this was no difference. This series is just another chapter in the big rivalry of India versus Australia, and really a sumptuous end to what has been a very, very, very long season. What's more now? Well, the IPL is going to start in a week's time, so we'll be back discussing that. And then, of course, there is the Champions Trophy in England in June to look forward to. Until then, this is Chetan Narula signing off from the 2016-17 season. And look at those lovely mountains behind. Tomorrow's a day off, so perhaps a trek up one of those mountains, up to McLeodganj and beyond. This is Chetan Narula, like I said, signing off for a final time in this 2016-17 season.